Before you hear a scream, your sister started toward you, but pulled back one of Jack's friends, baby. Like a rag doll against the wall, silently whimpering by the pain in her stomach, she knew she was dead, and that something important snapped as your vision went black. Your fragile sanity, a demon's victory. Ooh, fancy. I think that might be a book cover for a book or something. Your point of view. You were in a dream, but not a dream. It felt weird to be where you were. Not what's going on. Little girl, a mysterious voice asked. What's happening? Trying to find where the voice was coming from. Don't you worry so much, dear. I'm here to help, it said cheerily. You recognized the voice to be a woman's voice, light and demonic almost, sounding like the wind. Help how? You asked, voice concerned. You turned once again and came face to face with a demon lady staring into your eyes with their orange ones. Orange blah, 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 with their orange ones. Daring what? Deranged looking, she started to chuckle, a low and content. From the look on your face, she silently shrieked from seeing a demon like this. You've never even thought if it could be real or not. I can help you get revenge on that boy. Even make your small life fun and bloody. Fun and bloody. She screeched with delight. That laugh was terrible. On the last word, you hesitated, thinking. I sort of like the whole sentence she just said, but what would she do to me? You asked yourself, as if reading your mind, she sighed and said, Don't think too much about it. I'm just going to change you a little, give you a few gifts, and you'll be so precious to me. She sounded very happy on that last part, too, although you didn't like the precious part of that whole thing. You wanted so much to be able to just eliminate the evil smile off of Jake's face. Yes, you said, formidably and excited at the same time. She squealed. She squealed. I tried. Okay. She squealed excitedly and started chanting some sort of spell that didn't sound right. And suddenly you were pushed back, and it went black again. I was worried about McKenna and her life. I missed her. I wanted to see her very, very badly. I would wait a few more days, then go sneak off and check on her. I wanted to make sure she cooled off, and I wanted to apologize. Everybody's worried about me and Jeff. I started to worry about him myself, too. Me and him are not doing amazing. Going through the same thing we always do, but in silence now. I can't wait for these couple of days to be over. Did it ever feel this lonely here at Slenderman's mansion? Warning, are you squeamish of blood and terrifying gory and scary things? Skip down to the words after that horrifically lovely scene was over in capitals. Okay, so I'm not squeamish. Nope, I'm good. I can read this. If you're not, just turn the sound off and then wait until you see that. Your eyes popped open. You slowly stood up. Then you turned your head to see a very surprised Jake and his other motherfucking friends. You were angry at them, so you did the first logical thing that came to your mind. You growled and got up, running at Jake. You knocked him to the ground with an unprofound strength and grabbed your fallen knife back from from him. You raised it over his head and slowly and steadily drove it into his heart, letting the blood splash over your face and everything around us. You also cussed necks and cheek, adding points of blood smearing everywhere. You laughed with absolute delight as you watched the light die from his eyes, and you did the same with the other 5 friends, coming up with new bloody ways to kill each one, making sure to lay their hearts in their hands before moving on. After that horrifically lovely scene was over, you walked to the bathroom and felt something was changing inside of you. You slowly blinked, and when you opened your eyes again, there were stunningly blue irises with black, I don't know what that means. You liked them, and you felt your fingertips turn metal and sharp enough to rip anything with not that much force. You smiled, also noticing that they were pointed too, like your nails. You wanted to see if you got anything else from that wonderful demon, and yes, that's what you thought, since she helped you out so much already. You went to the kitchen and pulled out an apple, and as you walked back to the counter from the fridge with the apple, you dropped it, but it never reached the ground as you realized you were floating it with your mind. Cool. Technalysis. I know what it means. It means you can like look at something, and then there's a cup right here on my lovely desk, and you can just be like, mind, think, ah, and just bring the cup over to you. But that's not how it works, sadly. And one more thing, the demon said, telling you to pull out a candle. You did, and she said, think of lighting it. So you did, and it quickly flickered, then a flame caught. Wow, that's amazing, you squealed to your demon. Yes, and also be careful. The fire comes from your mind and your hands, so be careful with your anger. You could easily burn someone. She replied, pride matching her words. You smiled huge. Oh my God. You smiled hugely, showing off your new sharpened teeth, and swiftly ran upstairs, searching through your closet. You found a nice, slim, royal blue hoodie and your new favorite scarlet red pants. Your hoodie was stuck under some stuff. You pulled hard, letting everything fly everywhere from your shelf. You fell back in slight shock as you watched something shiny land in front of you. It was amazing. A red and black masquerade mask that had landed in front of you. You bent over slowly and picked it up, slid it carefully onto your face, not to slice yourself in the process. Once it was fitted to your face, it was nice, and you headed out the door, changed, mask on, hoodie up. Surprise and the sweet taste of blood. Scarlet Rose, she photoshopped it instead of actually drawing it. Clever, but looks weird. No offense. I made an anime character sort of look like what you do. Ignore the hair, but it's close to what I imagine she looks like, but with sharp, sparkly fingertips. Yes, I know it sucks, but I used this website. So you can go here if you want to use that. Just type that into your whatever you call it. Then I used Photoshop to add the mask. So yeah, all I used to make my I also used it to make my creepypastas. Yeah, wow, that was so cheerful, even for me. Sheesh. Sorry, most of these are pre-written, so I'm just talking to myself. I'm not weird. You are. I'm not weird. You are. Yay! I like being weird. I like this person. Warning. Okay. Tragedy and gore down. Won't read about tragedy and gore. Read down to capitalized words. Where are they? Whoa. Lots of stuff before the capitalized words. Okay. You felt alive, swift and free. You absolutely loved it. Running into places, killing people, drinking their blood, and then eating their hearts out. You loved it. You repeated You practically lost count of the people you killed. You were having too much fun to stop and think. You sadly but merely made your way to the last house you were going to tonight before heading back home to collect some things. You walked slowly, predatorily around the house. You found a small open window, barely cracked. You walked over to the side, your sharp fingers through the crack, and silently opened the window. You hopped in without making any noise and started walking to the bed in the room. Once you get there, you slowly pulled the covers off the sleeping figure, revealing it to be a teenage boy. He was facing the wall, so you couldn't see his face. You quickly jumped into him, collapsed, his mouth shut with your hand. His eyes shot open with shock as you looked over his profile. He had dark brown hair and green eyes, just like Jeff did when he tricked you. You leaned down to his ear and cooed, "I can be a thief. Can I be a thief? Steal your heart," making him scream under your hand. You took your bell song out and flipped it open. You brought down the knife and hit him next to his heart, slowly ripping across his chest before pulling it out again, and watched as the fear and pain rolled in his eyes. They started to tear up. You laughed, a demonic laugh, as your vision went red, and you quickly shoved your hand into his chest, grabbing his heart and ripping it out with a snap. You withdrew your hand from his mouth, and he started screaming like crazy, and you slashed his face with your claws, making him whimper and shut up. You heard loud footsteps coming, and you saw another guy that surprisingly looked like a human version of EJ. "Bobby!" he screamed. You figured that was his name and the guy had just killed. You stood up, putting his heart in your hoodie pocket. The guy fell back at the side of your face, bare teeth and smiling devilishly. You lunged at him, pinning him to the ground like his friend. "So what's your name?" you asked curiously. "Steve," he said nervously and scared. "Well, Steve, do you know what I want more than anything?" I asked him, still teeth out and threateningly sharp. "No," he said, frightened. "Well, I want blood and hearts and death. It makes me very, very happy," he said excitedly, as you did the same thing to this guy as the other guy. When you ripped out his heart, you ran downstairs and found one of those nice portable cups with the lids and straws. You grabbed two of them, raced up, filling them with the guy's blood before shoving into your pocket, and then you suppressed to write Jeff and EJ a nice message before running out of the front door. Once you were outside, you pulled your fallen hoodie back up and ran all the way home into your porch. You ripped the investigation tape up and ran to your room, locking all the doors before running to your bed and kneeling down, grabbing a suitcase and stuffed all the clothes you would need into it. And a few other things, like a hairbrush, a toothbrush, toothpaste, another pair of shoes, a few other knives, and all the money in the house, and your mother's necklace. Then you ran downstairs, saying your final goodbye before sprinting into the woods. I was really agitated by wanting to see McKenna. I'm going to call her Scarlett now, because, yeah. I can't wait to see Scarlett. I can't wait to go, so I'll go to... I can't wait to go, so I will go tonight. I walked out of my room, down the stairs, into the living room, jumping onto the couch and flipping the TV on with the remote. EJ came in and sat next to me with a slump, and then stole the remote. Hey! That's not a voice. Hey! I yelled, but he didn't respond as I flicked to the news. Over 120 deaths so far have been reported, happening in the nearby area. I parked up at the sentence. Each victim seems to have their heart ripped out and blood puddled everywhere. That got me worried. Was someone new around? With at least 2 victims, their blood has been used to write 2 different messages.
Is it too cold in here?
Oh.
Why are you in here?